Welcome to amirshakeel5858 War and Love Reports. I am Amir Goodman. Ukraine has found a new friend from far, far east. That is South Korea, an industrial giant, a poor country 30 years ago, but now he is giving aid to the every troubled area of the world. The president of South Korea visited Ukraine yesterday and he pledged $150 million humanitarian aid. And in future, he promised to provide body armor and helmets in a large quantity.
In northwest Shikoku on the
South Korea exports many arms to the other countries, but due to his policy of non-arming a nation who is in the war, he is not providing any weapons to the Ukraine. And of course, Ukraine is more than happy to find a new friend in Far East. Japan is also providing a large amount of humanitarian aid to the Ukraine. After Japan, the South Korea is also facing torrential rains and landslide, in which 27 people have died so far. Rescue workers are working hard to drive to fight. Vatican and Vietnam will soon establish diplomatic relations, according to sources. Russia and China will hold naval drills in the Sea of Japan, according to a report. So far, 37 people have been died in South Korea due to torrential downpours. Due to Qatari aid delay, the Hamas is unable to pay salaries to its employees in Gaza. Alcaraz is a new Wimbledon tennis champion. He has beaten Djokovic, finishing his long Wimbledon reign. He is the Wimbledon's third youngest man champion. He has a lot of praise for Djokovic. Iran has started again the police patrols who will watch the whale violators. They will arrest them and hand them over to the Justice Department for the prosecution. The dire consequences of global warming are taking shape. America is divided in two weather areas. One is experiencing high temperatures which are breaking records, and the other part is receiving heavy downpour, flooding the areas. Insulting temperatures, 15,000 people listen Pope in the Vatican. They had hand fans and parasols. Some areas of Japan are under heat stroke alert, while other areas have been pummeled by the heavy rainfall, in which at least 10 people have died. The Death Valley in California expected to have 54 degrees centigrade temperature. From California to Texas, the whole US is under the heat warning. Riverside County in Southern California is fighting wildfires. Southern Europe, including Greece, Italy, Southern France, Spain, are under heat wave warning. Rome could get 43 degrees centigrade on Tuesday. Rain is playing havoc in Japan, South Korea, India, Pakistan. But luckily, Middle East is out of any climate change effect. Putin said in an interview that Russia has enough munition of cluster bombs which can be used against Ukraine in case Ukraine start using. The progression of Alzheimer's disease will be assessed by the numerical staging system similar to the one used in cancer diagnosis. They will not use terms mild, moderate, and severe. These guidelines have been issued by Alzheimer's Association's conference in Amsterdam, Holland. Laboratory tests to identify Alzheimer's disease are very costly. Paris authorities have issued a ban order against the protest for police violence. The lawyer of protest organizers accused government of impending all democratic values. A book called Uncovering the Identity of Jack the Ripper has been published in London. The writer name is Box Horton. She claims to be a great niece of the police officer who investigated the Jack the Ripper case in 1888 in London. Jack the Ripper case remains the most notorious case which is unsolved. In this case, 6 women were killed in East End, London in 1888 by some man. The writer claims that the culprit was the local cigar maker Hayam Hams, whom she said closely matches the description of witness. She claimed that Hayam was epileptic and alcoholic. He was in mid-30s, had a stiff arm, irregular gait and bent knee. Bex Harton's great-great-grandfather was a police officer at that time in that area who investigated this murder. The Powerball jackpot is close to 1 billion now. It is the third highest Powerball prize. Odds for winning a jackpot is very big. But let's see who wins the lottery tonight and who will be the new millionaire or too many millionaires. An urban supplement, kratom, is being used by millions of Americans. This is a billion-dollar industry, but kratom products are controversial to is marketed as wonder drug. It is banned by FDA since 2014. Nobody can import it. Critics blame kratom for addiction and deaths. Kratom is extracted from Southeast Asian tree leaf. Customers use it for energy boost or for pain or for anxiety. It is available at different gas stations and the grocery stores. It has opiate-like effects. The kratom has risk of addiction, abuse, and dependence, according to FDA. The American Kratom Association advocates for regulation on kratom products so they are manufactured using good manufacturing practices. The association says that FDA want to ban all kratom products. They are banned in 6 states. The critic says the kratom products have no side effect listing on their packaging. FDA has found no evidence any therapeutic benefits. The bizarre case of missing woman in Alabama has been solved. The missing woman has come to her house and her family called the police. Police is investigating the matter. She is still in hospital. Police are also trying to find the toddler which was used by someone to lure her on the highway. The Georgia man who shot four people has been killed by the police yesterday. The Pennsylvania murder suspect who escaped from the prison was caught by police in woods it, by the help of a dog barking. Prisoners and prison staff are highly affected by the heat wave. There are 44 states who have no air conditioning. Of these, 10 states are in south, where the heat wave is unrelenting. The Justice Department has noted 145-degree temperature in Mississippi Penitentiary, which violates the constitutional right of prisoners. Due to this report, Mississippi is in the process of installing the air conditioning in all its prisons. Two, Two-thirds area of prison in Texas lacking the air conditioning. The current and former prisoners complain about the inhumane conditions in Texas prisons, but the prison authorities say that they are taking all the necessary steps for the safeguard of prisoners. Unseeded tennis player of Czech Republic has won the single women's championship. She is the first unseeded woman to become the Wimbledon champion. In world ranking, she was at 42 number. She defeated two top 10 players, and in the final, she defeated the Tunisian player in only 2 sets. The 73-year-old Israeli Prime Minister, Mr. Netanyahu, who is currently under a lot of pressure from the opposition due to his reforms in the judiciary systems, has taken to the hospital earlier today for dizziness. Mr. Netanyahu said from hospital that he went to the Sea of Galilee with his wife, and over there he got dehydrated because he didn't have enough water with him. So when he got home, he got dizzy. Now he's feeling very better. He is still in hospital, but in good mood, and he said he vowed to fight for the judicial reform, and he will not stop or threatened by the opposition or the protesters. Russia has banned all the medical facilities for the LGBTQ community. They also ban LGBT community from adopting a child. LGBTQ of Russia are accusing government of high discrimination. There is a very strong LGBT community is existed in Russia, and they have a strong voice. People listen to them. Messi is coming to Miami, Florida to join the local club Inter Miami. This has generated a lot of enthusiasm in the residents of Miami. That's the most hardest thing right now. I am thankful to all news resources for their continuous cooperation. I am also thankful to the viewers for their privilege of time. Have a good night.